Hello, my amazing students, and welcome to the English Conversation Practice Podcast. My name is Sophie, and today I want to talk to you honestly, calmly, and from the heart. I want you to listen carefully because what I'm about to say can truly change the way you feel about English. English is not difficult. English is not impossible. And you are much closer to speaking fluently than you think. I know many of you feel nervous when you try to speak. You hesitate. You stop. Sometimes you don't even try because you're afraid of making mistakes. Maybe you've been learning English for years. You know vocabulary. You understand movies, videos, or conversations when you listen. But when it's your turn to speak, your mind suddenly feels empty. You freeze. And that feeling can be very frustrating. I understand this deeply. Learning a new language can make you feel small, shy, and unsure of yourself. You want to express your thoughts, but the words don't come out the way you want. People speak fast, accents sound confusing, and slowly fear begins to grow. But today, I want you to know something important. You are not bad at English. You are not slow. You are not failing. You are simply learning in a way that doesn't feel natural yet. From today, I want you to let go of everything that made English feel heavy and stressful. Forget about perfect grammar. Forget about sounding perfect. Forget about comparing yourself to others. Because the biggest reason people struggle to speak English is not lack of intelligence or knowledge. It's fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of embarrassment. Fear of being judged. But let me ask you something. How did you learn your first language? Did you study grammar books as a child? Did you memorize long vocabulary lists? No. You listened. You copied. You made mistakes, and you used the language every single day. That is exactly how you learned naturally, and that is exactly how you will learn English too. You don't need to study English all the time. You need to live English. English should not be something you practice for 1 hour and then forget. It should become part of your daily life, something you hear, think, and speak, little by little, every day. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How can I do that? Where do I even start? Don't worry, I'm here with you, and I will guide you step by step, calmly and clearly. Let's begin with the most important thing of all, your mindset. If you believe English is difficult, your brain will fight against it. But if you start believing that English is learnable, your brain will relax and open up. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby falls many times, but never says, "I can't do this." The baby simply stands up again, and one day, without thinking, the baby walks. Language works the same way. Mistakes are not a problem. They are a sign of progress. So I want you to say something with me, quietly or out loud. English is easy. I can speak English. I am improving every day. These words matter. The more you repeat them, the more your brain begins to believe them. From today, never say, "My English is bad." Never say, "I can't speak English." Instead, say, "I am learning." This small change will make a big difference. Now that your mindset is changing, let's move forward together. Now that you've changed the way you think about English, the next step is bringing English into your daily life. Many people believe they must live in an English-speaking country to become fluent, but that's not true. You can create an English environment wherever you are. Start small. One simple change is switching your phone language to English. Every time you unlock your phone, you see English. Without pressure, without effort, your brain starts getting used to it. Another powerful habit is thinking in English. Right now, you probably think in your native language and then translate into English. That's why speaking feels slow and stressful. Instead, begin with very simple thoughts. When you wake up, think, I will get up now. I am brushing my teeth. I am making tea. Don't worry if it feels strange. That's normal. New habits always feel strange at first. Over time, English will start coming naturally without translation. Another powerful technique is talking to yourself. Yes, really. Talk to yourself in English every day, in the mirror, in the kitchen, while walking. For example, hello, how am I feeling today? I feel good. I have work to do, but I feel motivated. When you talk to yourself, there is no fear, no judgment, just practice. You can also label objects around your home. Write simple words like door, table, mirror, cup. When you see them, say the words out loud. This is a cup. The cup is on the table. This trains your brain to recognize English automatically. Now let's talk about grammar. Many learners believe they must learn perfect grammar before speaking. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Grammar improves naturally through listening and repetition. Instead of memorizing rules, focus on simple sentences you can use every day. I am eating. She is working. They are playing. Listen to how native speakers speak, copy their sentences, say them out loud. When you hear a sentence, don't just understand it, repeat it. That's how your brain learns patterns. Now think about your daily routine. Everything you do can be spoken in English. When you wake up, speak. When you cook, speak. When you go outside, speak. For example, good morning. I slept well. I am making breakfast. This tea smells nice. Even if you are alone, say it out loud. The more you speak, the more confident you become. And confidence doesn't come from perfection, it comes from repetition. Let's imagine a simple morning conversation with your family. Good morning. How did you sleep? I slept well. What are we eating? These are real, simple conversations. You don't need difficult words, you need natural ones. And once English becomes part of your daily routine, speaking stops feeling scary. It starts feeling normal. Now that English is becoming part of your daily life, let's talk about something very important. Let's talk about confidence. Many learners understand English very well. They can listen to videos, they can read messages, they know many words. But when it's time to speak, their voice becomes quiet. Their heart beats faster, their mind feels slow, and they start to doubt themselves. This happens for three main reasons: fear of making mistakes, fear of pronunciation, not enough speaking practice. But I want you to hear this clearly. You do not need a perfect accent. You do not need perfect pronunciation. What you need is clear communication. English is a global language. People all over the world speak English with different accents, and that is completely okay. What matters most is that people can understand you. So let's focus on clarity, not perfection. One of the best ways to improve pronunciation is very simple. Listen and copy. Choose short, easy sentences. Listen carefully, then repeat them exactly as you hear them. Copy the rhythm, copy the stress, copy the music of the sentence. For example, listen and repeat. I am going to the market. Say it slowly. Say it again. Say it with confidence. Don't rush. Speaking slowly and clearly is much better than speaking fast and unclear. Another very powerful habit is recording your voice. I know this can feel uncomfortable at first. Many people don't like hearing their own voice, but this step is extremely helpful. Record yourself speaking for 1 or 2 minutes, then listen. Don't judge yourself, just listen. You will start to notice small things: your pronunciation, your rhythm, your pauses, and next time you will naturally improve. This is how confidence grows, little by little. Now let's talk about speaking fear. Confidence does not come from thinking. Confidence comes from doing. So here is a simple rule I want you to follow. Speak English for at least 15 minutes every day. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter where. You can speak to yourself, you can speak to a mirror, you can speak to a friend. What matters is that you use your voice. And here is another very important rule. When someone asks you a question in English, don't wait too long. Give yourself 3 seconds and speak. This is called the 3-second rule. Your answer does not need to be perfect, it just needs to exist. Silence creates fear. Speaking breaks fear. If you forget a word, don't stop. Say it in another way. If you can't remember the word lost, say, I don't know where my keys are. Communication is more important than vocabulary. The more you practice this, the less your brain will panic, and slowly speaking English will start to feel normal. Not scary, not stressful, just normal. And that is real progress. Remember, confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you build, one sentence at a time. Now, let's talk about the final key to fluency: thinking in English. If you always translate in your head, speaking will feel slow and tiring. But when you begin thinking directly in English, words start coming naturally, without force. Start very small. When you wake up, look around and name simple things in English: bed, pillow, window, light. Don't rush. Don't judge yourself. Just notice and name. During the day, do the same thing. When you see a tree, think tree. When you see a car, think car. Avoid translating in your head. This is how your brain slowly rewires itself. After that, move to short sentences. I am walking. I am hungry. This coffee is hot. I feel tired. These simple sentences are powerful. They train your brain to stay in English longer and longer. talking to yourself is still one of the best habits you can build. When you are getting dressed, say, "I will wear a blue shirt today." When you are outside, say, "The weather is nice." When you are cooking, say, "I am making dinner." You are not talking to sound perfect. You are talking to build comfort. Listening is also very important. Watch English videos, listen to podcasts, read simple articles. At first, you can use subtitles. Slowly try without them. Let your ears get used to natural English. But remember something very important. Listening alone is not enough. You must speak. Even if it's quiet, even if it's not perfect, even if you make mistakes. Mistakes mean progress. Here's a simple daily plan you can follow. In the morning, name objects around you in English. In the afternoon, think in short English sentences. In the evening, listen to English for at least 20 minutes. At night, talk to yourself in English for 5 to 10 minutes. If you do this consistently, your brain will change. One day, you'll suddenly notice that you're speaking without translating, without fear, without hesitation. And that moment feels amazing. My amazing students, English is not difficult. Fear is the real challenge. And now you know how to overcome it. If this podcast is helping you, if you feel calmer, more confident, and more motivated, I invite you to stay with me on this journey. Please subscribe to the English Conversation Practice podcast so you can keep learning, practicing, and growing together with me. New conversations, new confidence, step by step. Never forget this. Learning English is not about being perfect. It's about showing up every day and trying again. Keep speaking, keep listening, keep thinking in English. This is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning. I believe in you, and I'm here with you every step of the way.